What's up everyone, John Rettinger from Techno Buffalo here. The holidays are quickly approaching, and one of the items that are perhaps high on your list of things you want to receive or maybe you want to give to someone is a new smartphone. But there are a ton of choices out there, and it makes it hard to pick the best one for you. So in an effort to make that easier, I'm going to run through the top 3 smartphones on each of the 4 major US carriers. Let's get started. Every phone on this list is currently available, so you can walk into your local store and pick it up. And if you want more information on each phone, their link's going to be down below. So let's start with the big V, Verizon. That's my V. Is the Droid X is my #1 phone. It's one of my favorite phones I reviewed in 2010. It's 4.3-inch screen. It is perfect for those that don't need a full QWERTY keyboard but want a lot of screen real estate. It's rocking an 8-megapixel camera and Android. Going to be a really solid choice. You're going to see Android permeate this list completely. The second phone is for the user who maybe does want a full QWERTY keyboard. It is the Droid Pro. It offers a traditional keyboard form factor with the keyboard below the screen, similar to what you'd find on a traditional BlackBerry. Thing was lightning fast, not the best on battery life, so you may also want to include an external battery, but uses a mobile hotspot and really is one of the most solid Android offerings on the market. And the third is a variant you're going to see probably throughout this list as well, the Samsung Fascinate. This is the Galaxy S variant for Verizon. Super AMOLED screen, which is absolutely gorgeous. You really have to see it. It's got a 4-inch display. It's rocking a 1 GHz Hummingbird processor, which is screaming fast. Again, if you don't need a full QWERTY keyboard and you want a little bit smaller than that 4.3-inch form factor, the Samsung Fascinate is an awesome choice for the Verizon wireless user. Alright, let's jump over to the nation's largest GSM carrier, and that is AT&T. #1 on this list should probably not be surprising to anyone, and these phones are not in any particular order, just the top 3, is the iPhone 4. It's running iOS, all the apps that you've come to know and love, the gorgeous Retina display, front-facing camera for FaceTime, rear-facing camera for normal pictures. It's a fantastic phone. A lot has already been said about it. You probably know the iPhone. It's definitely on the recommended list for AT&T. #2 is the Samsung Focus. It is a Windows Phone 7. It's got that same gorgeous Super AMOLED screen on the Galaxy S series of devices. It's got a 4-inch display, 5-megapixel camera. I really like Windows Phone 7. It was actually one of my biggest surprises of 2010. The live tiles really do add additional functionality to the phone. You have to sort of dig through menus to get your information. And it's only going to get better as new updates get pushed out. So the Samsung Focus is the #2 phone I recommend to give or receive for AT&T. And the third is a Galaxy S variant. This is the Samsung Captivate. Similar to the Fascinate for Verizon, it's got that gorgeous 4-inch Super AMOLED display, Hummingbird processor, and again, very, very, very quick. Let's go ahead and jump on over to Sprint. #1 is probably my favorite phone of 2010. It actually would be the phone that I would pick up if I wasn't on AT&T for my primary phone, and that is the Evo 4G. The 4G in that name being tremendous. It is a 4G phone using Sprint's and Clear's WiMAX networks. You're going to get blazing fast speeds. It's got a 4.3-inch screen, it's rocking Android, it's got a front-facing camera, reverse-facing camera, and really offers a very complete package. Evo 4G is one of the best phones available on the market. Next is the Epic 4G, and this is that Galaxy S variant once again, this time for Sprint with a little bit of a trick up its sleeve. This one offers a full QWERTY keyboard that slides out in landscape orientation. I wasn't the biggest fan of the keyboard, but if you do want that full tactile feel of a phone, actually a real keyboard on a phone, the Epic 4G is going to be a great choice, and you are going to get that 4G speeds and all the rest of the awesome Galaxy S stuff, including the Super AMOLED display. Next is the BlackBerry Bold, the 9650. It's a BlackBerry, and you're not going to get some of the best web browsing experience. You're not going to get the most intuitive user interface. What you are going to get is probably the best email client known to man. Push emails are going to come through like a breeze. You're going to get great battery life. You're going to get a really, really solid keyboard, and you're going to get a fantastic all-around package. BlackBerries are popular for a reason, and they do a lot of things very well. So if your user on your list is very email-centric, the BlackBerry Bold for Sprint is going to be a great choice. Let's go ahead and jump over to T-Mobile. The number one choice is going to be the HTC HD7. Windows Phone 7, yet again, it makes a comeback. It's got an awesome 4.3-inch screen, so it's nice and big. It's got a dual LED flash, packs a lot of cool Windows Phone 7 features, and if you haven't checked out Windows Phone 7, I definitely recommend that you do so. The number two choice, probably not surprising, is a T-Mobile G2. Bringing Android back to this list. It's got an awesome 3.7-inch screen. It's got a surprisingly fast 800 MHz processor, which is the second generation processor. The software is really optimized for the hardware, and this thing is an absolute screamer. Not to mention HSDPA+, so you're going to get really, really fast data speeds and a fantastic QWERTY keyboard in the landscape orientation with the kind of cool slide out. So in case you are looking for that type of phone, the G2 is going to be an awesome choice for you. And the third choice, probably unsurprisingly, is T-Mobile's Galaxy S variants, the Samsung Vibrant, Vibrant. You're going to get, again, a beautiful 4-inch Super AMOLED screen, Hummingbird processor, really fast speeds, and a great overall package. So Android really sort of is all-encompassing on this list. Do you guys think I left anything out? Is there sort of a phone that you think definitely belongs on the top 3 recommended list? In case you are looking for a phone for anyone, I hope that these recommendations really help you guys. Anyway, I'm John Rettinger from Techno Buffalo, and I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye-bye. And one of the items that perhaps are high on your list to get, or perhaps high to give out, are a